Hey guys, welcome back to Scarecrow's Games. I am Scarecrow, and today I just wanted to make a quick video about gaming in 720p in 2017. Now, with that being said, obviously 4K, 5K, even 8K, that's the resolutions people want to be gaming at, but in reality, I think most people are still consistently gaming at 1080p, 1440p, and maybe some of you out there are actually lucky enough to game at 4K. Now, me personally, I game on a 1366 by 768 television. Not ideal. I'm hoping to upgrade to a 1080p monitor sometime in the near future, but until then, you gotta deal with what you got. Now, I have a 4K TV downstairs in my living room, but obviously I'm not hooking my PC up to that. So upstairs in my bedroom where I game, I have this TV, so I try to make the most of what I have, because I am a person who's on a budget. I have 2 small children, and this kind of stuff's expensive, so my channel is probably going to be more budget minded. Now, with that being said, let's get into 720p versus 1080p gaming. Can you tell a difference? Is it worth it? Should you do it? What are the benefits? What are the drawbacks? So let's get into it. So why would someone want to game at 720p in this day and age? Well, probably primarily is you probably don't have a choice. Maybe like me, you haven't pulled the trigger on that 1080p monitor, or maybe also like me, maybe you're just on a budget and you plan on upgrading in the future, but you just don't have the funds right now. Now, what if you do have a 1080p monitor and you still choose to game at 720p? Now, I've heard some people say that 720p or any resolution that's not the native resolution of that particular monitor doesn't look as well. I personally haven't found that to be the case, but I do see some benefit in gaming at a lower resolution if perhaps maybe your graphics card wasn't as powerful as you'd like it to be. So maybe you're not getting those consistent 60 frames per second. Maybe you're hovering around 30 frames per second in 1080p. Well, maybe if you drop down to 720, you'll see a little bit of a boost, maybe 40, 50, maybe even 60. I've also heard that it's easier for recording video like I'm doing right now, so maybe whatever software you're using tends to screw around with the frame rates. That could cause an issue, so maybe dropping the frame rate down to 720p could help you out in that department. Now, you might see more pixels if you zoom in really close in 720 than you would in 1080. However, I don't think it's going to be that noticeable or game breaking. I don't think it's going to change the fundamental experience of the game. I don't think that it's going to be a major hindrance in any particular game, not even like fast-paced shooters. I mean, for example, a lot of the console games running on PS4 and Xbox are running at 720p with those medium settings hovering maybe around 30 to 40 frames per second on a good day. So I don't think it's going to make that much of a difference, and in the few months that I've been doing this on PC, it doesn't seem like I can tell that much of a difference. Now, if I was able to do a side-by-side comparison, I'm sure you could maybe tell, but I don't know, it's hard to say. It's hard to say. I don't think that it is just night and day different. Now, if I was jumping from like 720 to 4K, yeah, there's a definite difference there, but 720 to 1080, I just honestly don't think it's going to make that much of a difference. The main reason I want to upgrade to it is for the sake of recording these videos to give you guys better content so that you can see them in 1080p and get the full effect out of what I'm trying to bring to the table. So I think it really comes down to frame rate versus resolution. If you have a less powerful GPU and you're trying to get those frame rates up, yeah, drop it down to 720p, play with your settings a little bit, maybe turn off your anti-aliasing or G-Sync or whatever. And just kind of tweak it, see if you can bump those numbers up. Or maybe resolution is more important to you. Maybe you need those high details, or maybe you want those high details. I mean, obviously, one of the reasons people game on PC is for that 60 frames a second highest resolution they can get gaming experience. I mean, these games, some of them are just absolutely beautiful, and you want to experience that. And I completely understand. Now, of course, this is all my personal opinion, and your mileage may vary, and everyone is going to have a different thought process on this, but this is just my take on it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Drop me a comment if you want, leave a like, subscribe if you want. Till next time, peace.